Well, I want to welcome everybody to the Altar Plus University. This is a prelude to a course that we're getting ready to offer entitled Becoming a Maximum Value Person. And this is designed specifically for aspiring authors that want to get their book published and want to go to the next stage. So I want to talk with you about what it's going to take to become a maximum value person, a person of maximum value. Most of us know about Kevin Samuels, and he talked about becoming a high value person. And he was sharing that men that understood their worth realized that they had the capacity to, I had to sneeze, excuse me, I had to sneeze. So, I want to welcome you to the Alta Plus University. And today we want to talk about our 6 week course entitled Becoming a Maximum Value Person or an MVP. You know, everyone is dealing with issues in their life. I'm sneezing right now. But those issues can be dealt with when we mitigate it through the lens of being a maximum value person. Now, the high value person is someone that is gone, checked all the boxes off. They went to school, they stayed out of trouble, kept their nose clean, graduated, didn't have any kids, any criminal convictions, any thing on his credit rate. So he was able to walk in and make demands. He could purchase homes and cars. His credit rating, he at a job, everything was working favorably for him. So that gentleman, even if he's a blue collar worker or a laborer, the fact that he's able to walk around in society, that he has a home, car, bank account, that he is operating above board, allows him to be able to effectively be a prize as such. Now, part of the problem with that scenario is that it creates a toxic masculinity where men take that as an option or an opportunity to take advantage of women and do unseemly things and just play with their emotions, take advantage of them physically, even financially. So, what we're talking about here is a maximum value individual, maximum value person that has gone through that process and has gone came through the funnel. And at this point of the funnel, he has no criminal convictions. He has no outside children. He's got a great job, great career, job, home. Everything is in place. He's just looking for a queen to put in that castle. So he's a maximum value man, a maximum value female in the same sense, doesn't want to be judged as a masculine woman. She wants to be a wifey. So she's saying, okay, I'm bringing myself as an MVP to this relationship. I am a maximum value person because I've checked all the boxes off, and I'm positioned to be able to be a blessing to an individual that wants to ride with me. So this whole thing of being a maximum value person is what this class and this course is all about. So now the course in an overview, let's talk about what we're going to talk about in this course. We want to introduce you to that MVP concept. Who is an MVP? Are you an MVP? Are you ready to become an MVP, a maximum value person, where you walk into the room and you position yourself for success. You position yourself so that the people around you want to follow you because they say you have what they're looking for. You're that maximum value person. You have to understand what it means to be a maximum value person and why it's crucial for your personal and your business success. You have to know the difference between a high value person and a maximum value person and conduct a self assessment to see where you are and what you need to do to become that maximum value person. So that encompasses vision. Do you have the vision? So when you look at the word value, we're going to take for the rest of this presentation, we're going to talk about value, being in that maximum value. So that value, that those 5 letters encompass the whole concept of what we're trying to present with this MVP program. So The V in value stands for vision, that you have to be a person of vision. You have to develop a clear and inspiring vision for your future. You have to say, I see myself in the future driving this car, living in this home, having this bank account, having this financial literacy, giving to my church, raising my children, and being involved. This is what your vision has to be, and it has to be clear, not just some vague, I want to be rich. You have to explore the importance of having vision and create a personal vision statement and learn how to turn your vision into actionable steps and plans. And finally, the next letter is A for aspiration. What do you aspire to? What do you wish to accomplish? In that vision, you see these things, but you have to make them concrete. So the aspiration has to be put on paper so that it becomes a destination. And so you set and maintain high goals. And we're going to talk about goals a little bit later on because I've created a concept called a guide to great goals. And we want to talk about having great goals rather than safe or even smart goals. Discover the power of aspirations and high goals and learn to set it says smart goals here, but I'm saying learn to set great goals. And we're going to talk about great goals in just a moment. We want to also help you develop strategies for staying motivated because the problem is that the motivation hits you, you're so excited, you're ready to do something, and then bam, you lose the joy de vivre, you lose the excitement, you lose the enthusiasm, and then you just quit something else. And you're littered with all these projects you started and began. I have a book called Finish So You Can Start. And most people say, no, you got that backwards. Start so you can finish. No, finish so you can start. And so we want to look at all these projects that you've started and began and told yourself you're going to come back to. And we want to visit them and be able to check them all. Are we going to go any further with this? Well, this is a complete project. We're done here. We don't have to uh, 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 obsess over it any longer. It's done. Next project. So the aspirations that we set in place are so vital. Then let's talk about leadership and understanding. When you talk about value, we started with that vision, then the aspiration, but then the L stands for leadership. It's all about leadership. And leadership isn't about knocking people in the head and making them do what you want to do. That's dictatorship. Leadership is having a specific goal and then taking a group of people to reach that goal, each having their own specific parts, each doing what is necessary to fulfill the goal. And at the goal line, at the destination, then everyone has succeeded, either in financially or coming up, influence, impact, income, some way. Leadership led you to a point where there was a deliverable that you were seeking. So leadership skills are so important, and becoming a person of value, and not just value, but we're talking about having maximum value. So you enhance your leadership skills to guide and inspire others, but then you explore key qualities of effective leaders. You find out, what did he do? Why was he so effective in the midst of all the obstacles he faced? How was he or she able to overcome that obstacle? So that leadership style, there's different types of styles. So you want to develop your own personal leadership plan. But then, in order to implement it, it's required that you develop an understanding. The Bible says, above all you're getting, get an understanding. When you get an understanding, you know what's going on. You're able to make decisions and take actions that you know are going to have the risk is mitigated, and you have a greater chance of success. And then, with that understanding, you're able to go forward. But see, you would also want to be understood. So you want to make sure that you develop a concise and clear understanding of what you are presenting so that when you present it, the person receives it the way that you want. Interestingly, my wife, she gets excited when she talks to me, and then she just starts going off and she tells this whole story, and she leaves out some key critical points that connected for me. So I'm going back and I'm questioning her, and then she realizes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Oh, I thought I was assuming that you already knew that, but you didn't because you wasn't. So that's what we have to have an understanding. Empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is, I feel so sorry, I feel so bad for you. Empathy is, I understand. I see where you're coming from. I was in the same situation myself. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what I was able to do. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes, but don't walk in them. You understand. And now, because you understand, you're able to give them a better understanding of what the next best steps are in order to accomplish what they're looking to accomplish. So let's talk about exemplary behavior, that accomplishment that we just spoke of. It's about implementation, but it's also about striving for excellence. Excellence is the aim, and so when you shoot for excellence, you may make mistakes because you're human. You may not reach the mark exactly the way that you had planned it out, but ultimately the end result is what you're able to dissect and and look at and see exactly what is the next step that could make it better. So you strive for excellence. You understand the importance of excellence in all your endeavors, and you maintain high ethical standards. That's very, very crucial to becoming a maximum value person. You have a personal code of ethics. You develop that personal code of ethics to guide your actions and your decisions, because you see, you're one decision away from triumph and one decision away from disaster. So that personal code of ethics will make sure that that decision that you make positions you so that you can have success and not failure. So that means we have to go into uh, real life application of this information. If you're not able to implement it in real life, it's just theory and conversation. But when you start implementing it and getting the results, you apply the principles learn that you're going to learn in the course, and you have real life scenarios connected to it. And so now you see how a maximum value person would act in day to day life. So crucial. So that way we're able to create your own personal development plan. So become a maximum value person, you have to have a maximum value plan. What does maximum value look like to me, for me? So you create that personal development plan, and then you solidify your growth as an MVP. Listen, guys, the power of vision and aspiration is, I mean, we can't talk enough about it. We talked about creating your vision, developing a clear and inspiring vision for your future, understanding its importance in shaping your path. So if you want to become, your path is to become a maximum value person, you have to have that vision of what a maximum value person is for you. You have to set high goals. And we talked earlier about those SMART goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relatable, and time bound. But I'm suggesting something even higher. I'm saying that we have to. Uh, I wrote a book called A Guide to Great Goals. And in this book, I outlined 5 specific types of goals and goal scenarios that we have to pay attention to. And it says a great goal is one that, first off, is gigantic. Hold on, let me just go to the next slide, and that'll help me out here. It's too big to be done alone. When you look at it, you say, "Wow, I'm looking at this, and it's scaring the bejesus out of me." And everybody that I talk to, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I need some help. Then it's ridiculous. It's so big that people laugh at you for even thinking about it, for even saying it out loud. Are you crazy? That's never been done. You can't do that. So it's ridiculous. A great goal is enormous. It's so big it requires divine intervention more than just somebody else. It requires the spiritual component, God to come in and rearrange some things to make it come to pass. Then it's awesome. It's when it's accomplished, you will be admired and appreciated. You'll be validated and respected because it is so awesome. It is so transfer. It is so huge that everybody looks at it in awe. And finally, it's transformational. A great goal, once done, you will never be the same. It transforms you. See, the beauty of a great goal is it's what you have to become in order to accomplish the goal. So who you are when you start and who you are when you finish will be two different people. The person that it takes to accomplish and complete that goal is different than the person that started that goal. You're going to learn, you're going to experience. So when in my company, GPS, when we talk about writing a book and when we talk about great goals, it always comes down to to the book, because we realize that the model for today is that author influencer, so that when you do have a book, now you're able to go out and leverage it, convert it into multiple iterations, and therefore be able to establish yourself with multiple streams of income. But that's a whole nother story. So when we talk about writing and accomplishing these great goals, that is what positions us to become that maximum value person. So we talked about, let's talk about updating understanding, that empathy, because I kind of glossed over it earlier. Listen, there's several understanding is so vital, because when you have an understanding, then you know a you have a safe way and you have a confident way to make a decision. When you understand the situation, when you understand who's involved, what's involved, what are the consequences, what are the risks, what are the rewards, what are the returns, when you understand that, then you can make a clear decision. And it's all about making decisions. Life is about offers and decisions. And offers sometimes are temptations. Sometimes offers are negative. Sometimes they're positive. Sometimes they're awesome and opportunities, and they're wonderful. But you get these offers. So you have to be able to mitigate that offer and make sure that when you make that decision, it's going to be something that impacts you today and tomorrow. Now, what happened already happened, can't be changed, but then you can pull those seeds up and plant new ones. That's what understanding is all about. You have to learn techniques to develop empathy. Empathy is, I understand why you did that, or why this is happening to you, or why you want that, or what have you. But I'm not. I can't. I don't feel sorry for you. What I do feel is enough empathy where I want to share some information that could cause transformation for you. So you have to engage in active listening. You have to see what's actually being said, and once you hear what's being said, then you can make a decision on what your next best step is going to be. So practice active listening skills to improve your understanding and your communication skills with others. And that gives you effective communication. You enhance your communication skills to express yourself clearly and connect with others more effectively. And when you've done that and you've written the book, and now you have these offers, these courses, classes, curriculum, keynotes, convention, college, corporate speaking engagements, when you engage in that, now you can do it effectively because you've done it with empathy and have an understanding. Guys, becoming a maximum value person requires these five attributes: having a vision, clear and inspiring future outlook. You see yourself winning. You see yourself as an author, as an influencer. You see yourself in the home. You have to have vision. Without vision, you will perish, and you'll stay stuck. And stuck is being perished. The second one is aspiration. The second key key attribute to becoming a maximum value person is that you have to have aspiration. You have to aspire to go higher. You have to have hope that you can more than just cope, that you can do bigger. So your aspiration is having great goals and continuously striving for excellence. And then you have to be a leader. Leadership is crucial. The ability to guide and inspire others, because if it's big enough, if it's a great goal, you can't do it by yourself. So you have to inspire a team to follow you and to buy in, and to be in consensus with you to accomplish and achieve the goal that you set before yourselves. With that being understood, now leadership allows you to bring others in as you are under the leadership of the higher power, the divine intervention that's taking you to that next level. And that gives us to the point of understanding. Understanding in that value ladder is so crucial. Understanding means that you have empathy, and that you engage in effective communication. We're living in a very litigious society, and today, with the polarization because of politics and religion and sex and all these different things, people are afraid to even say hi because it may be misunderstood. So getting an understanding, positioning yourself so that you are understood, so that there's no confusion. And because of that, people will gravitate towards you, because they say, this person gets me, this person understands. I may not agree with you, but I get you. I understand. I know. I see where you're coming from, and that empathy allows me to have a communication with you. And communication isn't always the end result. Isn't always to change your way of thinking to my way of thinking. Sometimes it may be the opposite way. I may have gotten the postulates incorrect and inappropriate and wrong. I may need to change my understanding. That's why it's so vital that you get an understanding and continually be learning so that you continually be in position to get even greater understanding. Which leads me to the final point of that exemplary behavior. You see, you can do, it's lawful to do, you can do whatever you want to do. It's not expedient. It's not the best use of your time to do some things. Something, some things are going to cause you harm and going to cause you to get stuck or even pushed back or even pushed down. Some things will cause you to lose your freedom. Some things because you can doesn't mean that you should. But exemplary behavior says that based on these five value principles, that I have the right vision. The vision that I see of myself is of a winner, of a succeeder, of someone that's crushing and competing well in the game. That I aspire to go higher. That I want to lead others to the same path of success. That I understand and I'm making myself understood by being as clear and concise as possible. So my behavior models those attributes. That's the secret of the whole successful situation. So listen, I'm going to invite you to enroll in Author Plus University today. This exclusive opportunity, you enroll by becoming a maximum value person. That's the course, the MVP course. So you start your journey towards unlocking your full potential. So there's more to you, there's more in you. And so we want to help you transform your life. Don't miss this chance to achieve unparalleled success and become a maximum value person. And as a maximum value person, we want to take your maximum value story and share it and make it a brand building book so that you're able to take that book and be able to unlock incredible revenue sources that are available to a published author. We're so excited about this. So take action now. Just visit our website at authorplusuniversity.com for more information and to enroll in our next brand building book, the bite size brand building book creation course. Hey, this is Dr. John L. Mack. I'm excited and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share this information for your transformation. So there you have it. We're talking about positioning ourselves to be at the best possible place we can be. So listen, uh, I'm your get published strategist, and my goal and my job is to help you to create brand building books that you can then leverage by in developing an author ecosystem so that you can present your books, your course, your classes, your curriculum. You can present all of that so that people will be able to take advantage of you and that you'll be able to develop a sustainable business model. Listen, most of us, many of us, those of you that are listening anyway, that are tuned in, uh, throughout your life, you've even some of you younger people, you've got expertise, you have experience, you have skill sets, you have subject matter expertise, you have a message, a methodology, a method, and the issue is how do you present it? How do you develop it and present it? What we've discovered is how to turn your ideas into intellectual property, how to turn that intellectual property into a maximized, monetized field of endeavor that allows you to be able to sell your books, get booked to speak, and take advantage and have people take advantage of your outstanding offers, your courses, your classes, your curriculum, your keynote speaking at colleges, course campuses, at corporate, and at conferences and conventions. That's what the future is. As an author influencer, that book allows you to convert it into multiple iterations so that you can take it to a position where now you are a maximum value person and you're receiving maximum value for the value that you're bringing to the marketplace. Again, Dr. John L. Mack, and it's been a plum pleasing pleasure to be able to present to you on the principles of self-publishing and how to become a maximum value person.